Hello, 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 hello. Hello there. Hello there. Hopefully everything works. Did I turn the camera on? I did turn the camera on. Cool, there we go. How's everyone doing today? How is everyone? Yes, I know it's a mess. Been working on stuff. How's everyone doing today? It is Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Sorry I'm late. I know I'm late. I'm late for a very important date. How's everyone doing? Yeah, I know today was supposed to be a Tuesday, but I couldn't guarantee I would be here in time, as you can see. And I may have to end early. I don't know. So I'm like, you know what? We'll just do a nice little hangout, print and chill stream. I got some stuff that I printed for the big guy. Oh yeah, I still have the bed camera on. I'm gonna turn that off for now. Webcam? Which camera is that? Webcam? There we go. So yeah. For the printer, for the Big Bada Printer Fund, Andrew Rogers, $10. Cheers and appreciated. Cheers. So yeah, so we got a few things. Two things I want to do. I printed some extra parts for the big guy. So we could put the back panel on. I'm okay putting the back panel on. I don't think that has the warp issue. I think it's just the acrylic panels that have the warp issue, although I think the back panel is also acrylic. It's frosted matte acrylic. That might be a problem. We'll figure it out. And also I got a fan. I printed off some extra parts so we can do some stuff there. Also, I've been printing with it. Also, it's not printing right now. I was smart today. I printed something, then the print ended last night, and then I haven't printed with it since because I learned something very critical about the printer. It has 4 beds. Each bed is 400-ish watts. I also have 2 Core 1s that I've been printing quite a bit out here because I've been printing stuff for the Gundam. Those printers running increased my garage temperature by about 5 degrees Celsius. So, yeah. Yeah, fan for the cable cover. Somebody linked me one in the Discord. Apparently, it's a fan that uses a 3010 fan. So we're gonna put this guy in there because right now that fan doesn't have a fan for the tool head. Yes, I know it's red ABS, but it was either I printed all in red ABS or all in black ABS, and red is cooler. It'll make the printer go faster. So yeah. Let me check on chat. How's chat doing? In case you haven't seen, I have enabled the gamification of the channel even further. We now have a top fan chart. Why? I don't know. YouTube now has that. And you haven't seen it on my channel because it's not that I've been avoiding it. It's because I'm lazy. When I start a stream, I reuse a previous stream because it has like the template already made. You can reuse a previous stream and you just change the title and update the thumbnail, but it saves like all your description. It saves all that. It just carries it over. So because I carry over previous streams, it doesn't have the new features because that's, you know, YouTube is spaghetti code. So you can't do that. So because I finally said, you know what, screw it. I updated the affiliate links. So there should be some new affiliate links in there. I got Gloop in there now and Vision Miner in there now, along with GamerSups and a few others. So I've updated a bunch of stuff. I've done a little housekeeping behind the scenes, and so we got a fresh stream template. So now there's a leaderboard. So if bigger number make better person, as of right now, the betterest person is, I can't see because it chops off the name, but it's the Silver something who's number 1, followed by Jimster and Morgan. I have no idea how you get points. Somehow Apulo is number 4. That doesn't make sense. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's by who watches the stream, how much you watch the stream, if you donate. I don't know. Bigger number, better person. That's it. Number go up. Number go up. Get that enclosure on to keep the heat in. I can't, George Elliott, because the enclosure will warp. There is a problem. I actually did send a DM to Physek asking what they would recommend. I have somebody else who built one of these machines, designed a 3D printed holder for the panels that basically bump the panels out and puts them into like a little 3D printed slot so that it does kind of clear and does have room for expansion. So I might print those and do that for the panels, but I want to see if Physek, what they say in regards to I want to see what the manufacturer says in regards to the panel warping issue. Also, another issue I ran into, have fun. Bye, buddy. Have fun swimming. Everyone else is going swimming, and I'm here with you. So the family has gone swimming at my mom's today. And I decided to stay here with you guys. So, heart. So I've been printing big stuff. This is a 650% benchy. It is a Bonch. It is not El Boncho Grande. El Boncho Grande will be when I decide to feed this thing 5 kilograms of filament to print a 1,150% scale benchy. We might try that today, but I can't do that right now because I ran into another problem. This is with a 0.4 millimeter nozzle. A 0.4 millimeter nozzle on a machine this big is, to carry the Mexican theme on, El Loco is dumb. So I put a 0.8 millimeter nozzle in it yesterday. The kit actually does come with a bunch of nozzles, but I had to do some modification. The nozzle, here, let me turn the overhead camera so I can show you. Because the nozzle that comes in the sail fin, it's not quite a V-spec nozzle, but it's V6 threading. So let me line these up. So you can see here, the black one is a regular nozzle. It's not a CHT, and I think it's hardened, but that's the nozzle that comes with it. It's a 0.4. The kit also comes with a bunch of these nozzles. They are CHT with a little copper insert. They are totally no-name brand. I went looking for my Bondtech CHT, and I could not find it. I don't know where it went. It's been so long since I've used stuff that uses V6 nozzles. They're in a little box somewhere downstairs. I went looking. I could not find it. Ballant V, 4,000 Hungarian funny monies. Cheers and appreciated. Thank you. So it's a CHT nozzle. It's brass. The problem is two things. One, I had to cut the sock away. The sock is designed for that really small nozzle diameter. So I had to like trim the sock so I could fit a V6 style nozzle in there. It works, but also now more of the brass is exposed. Okay. So more of the brass is exposed to the cooling of the fan. Also, it is now a 0.8 nozzle. That's a CHT nozzle. That means more flow. Okay. I'm going to let you in on a fun fact. Okay. I'm going to blow somebody's mind here because they're not going to realize it. And they're going to learn. You're going to learn something today. Okay. All 3D printer hot ends are liquid cooled. Did you know that? Did you know that all 3D printer hot ends are liquid cooled? Why? Do I not have some filament here? This stuff, plastic. It turns into a liquid when you flow it through the nozzle. So you're taking something cool, you're heating it up, and then it's leaving the system. It is taking the heat with it. That's why you have to do a PID tune, because the heater has to heat up and dump heat into the system to make up for the heat that's being lost. That's why, you know, if you're running Clipper, you know, you can see, you know, look at the state when the heater is on and it's not doing anything. This number is lower than the heater is on and it's running plastic. So as you run liquid through it, either plastic or if you own a cocoa press, thank you, Ellie, for reminding me, chocolate, it sucks heat out of the system, which acts as cooling. The sail fin hot end that ships with this machine is rated for 33 millimeters cubed a second. That's what it says on the box. With the 0.4 millimeter nozzle, it will get pretty close to that. It will get pretty close to that. I did some testing on here. It was printing comfortably at high 20s. With the 0.8 nozzle, it's about 20. Why? Because I've already thrown away a kilogram of. This is the downside about a big printer. Big printer means big fail, okay? So I decided to print something super green. If you know what this is, you know what this is, or what half of this was. So I was printing these. These are from the Fifth Element, if you haven't seen it. And I started the print at night. The print started good. I went to bed. I woke up. The print was still going, but I came out to check on it, and I kind of screwed up because I didn't record it. I should have recorded it, but I was hearing like a little click. You know how when your extruder skips and it makes that noise? I'm watching it print, and about every 10, 15 seconds, I just hear it. And I'm like, oh, okay, the extruder, maybe it can't, you know, maybe I'll just bump the temperature up 5 degrees, see if that helps. So I come over to Clipper, you know, I was at 220, I set 225. I go back to the printer and I'm watching it go and watching it go. I'm waiting for it to see if the clicking goes away. And instead, the clicking does go away. It goes away permanently because the machine shut down. Because it literally couldn't heat up from 220 to 225 before it triggered a thermal runaway event. Because it wasn't heating at the expected rate, because it was printing. It literally couldn't keep up. So I'm like, okay, that's not good. Let me open the door here. Get some cool air coming in here. Oh, hey, puppy. You want to come say hi? You're just gonna lie there? You're just gonna lie there. So yeah, so this was a kilogram, because I had 4 of these going. There goes a kilogram of filament in the bin. So yeah, so for those wondering, that heater is a 48 watt, 24 volt heater, okay? This was the second print I did. This was with the 0.8 nozzle. This is the final print. I think it's called the One True King or something. It's like, I don't know. It's like a King Arthur thing. It's 350 millimeters tall. Again, 0.8 nozzle, 2 walls, 10% adaptive cubic infill. It's solid. Like, can you hear? This is solid. This is like 900 grams. The downside of printing with a big nozzle, everything's heavy. So I printed this. The problem is this is the 3rd attempt. The first 2 attempts ended here. Because what happened was, this is layer 3. The way I have my slicer set up is I don't do a fan for the first layer and max fan at layer 3, so it ramps up, right? Because that way, I find if you turn the fan low for the first couple layers, it sticks to the bed. You don't get as warping, it isn't as prone to warping. So what happened on layer 3? The fan kicked on right next to the bed, which caused all that turbulence, which, because the nozzle is now sticking out further because it's not in the sock, the nozzle couldn't keep up. It was set for 220 and it could only do like 216. It dropped down to like 216 and it aired out. So yeah. So that was another fail. By 3 attempts, I figured out about 20 to 25 millimeters cubed a second. So this machine's running at like 90 millimeters a second at max speed. It can't print faster than 90 millimeters a second. It just can't. It literally can't move faster than that. It will overrun the hot end. Now, granted, this is like 900 something grams of filament and it printed in 11 hours. So this still will print 2 kilograms of PLA a day. It just ain't going that fast. Giant maple leaf. If anyone has an STL for a giant maple leaf, share it in the Discord. We might print that today. I should have some really nice reds somewhere. Like some glitter reds somewhere. PLA. I got red, I got lipstick red, but I might have some glitter red. 90 or 19? 19. Millennium Machine Works, 2 pounds. Cheers and appreciate it. The vanity bust. I can print a giant T-Rex skull and put it on the wall. So yeah, so I have been printing with the machine. It actually, I'm not gonna lie, it's actually working pretty good. I'm speaking with some guy who owns a lab, named Luke, I guess, I don't know, about, we're looking at getting something for this that might fit in a standard Voron form factor. We'll see. That should give us true high flow. Because the funny thing is, you're actually supposed to get more flow as you go up in size with nozzles. A proper high flow hot end, you will get more flow with a larger nozzle. Because with a 0.4 nozzle, you're actually limited by like fluid dynamics and being able to force that much plastic through that small hole that fast properly and melt it and blah, blah, blah. So you should be getting more flow, which I technically am. The problem is we're capping out too soon. we're capping out too soon with this heater. This heater and the design of this hot end, plus the fact that the nozzle sticks out and it's no longer protected by the sock, so it's exposed to cooling. And since we are printing corn plastic, we need cooling, which is also taking away from its ability to dump more heat into the system. The poor little heater is running at like 100% the whole time, and it's not having a good day. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start today by first things first, printers are hungry and you need some filament. So every stream we give away a spool of filament from Polymaker, link in the video description. Go enter for your chance. We're gonna do the draw at the end of the stream. If I have to end it early, I'll just stop it, do the draw. If not, we'll probably round 5. That's Galactic Armory. Why did you link Galactic Armory? I need a maple leaf. Oh wait, no, I'm looking at a different channel. Ooh. That'd be a fun print. That in a nice red. And if you want to see the stats for the, there you go. So it estimated 11 hours and 3 minutes. And the fun thing is with Clipper, you can actually check out old stuff. 11 hours, 2 minutes, 34 seconds. It was off in its time estimate. Actually, I don't even know if it's off in its time estimation. Or actually, is this the print time pulled from that, or is that the actual print time? I don't know. Is this the actual print time, or is the estimated print time? I can't remember. Actually, I could probably check over here. Oh, no, it doesn't show the last print. Done printing file, 11:11 a.m. Or actually, it wouldn't be accurate because I changed the speeds a couple times during the print. Anyways, how am I liking it so far? It's actually not too bad. It's quirky, but it's a big dumb printer. If you just want a big dumb printer, it seems to be a pretty good option for that size. It's where did I put my electric screwdriver? I found it. Oh, here it is. I finally found it, by the way. So first things first, I've got this guy here. We need to wire it up. SB combo B2. So I have a fan shroud here that should hold a 3010 fan. So we got to wire this up. So where is, show me my wiring guide, because we got to do a little wiring. The enclosure is the garage. Exactly. Wow, that's great. Yeah, the garage is the enclosure. The enclosure is the garage. There we go. Need this. Okay, so let me see what we got here. Also, I need to check out the wiring for the LEDs, because the LEDs that are underneath the X bar aren't working. So that's two things we got to check. We got to wire up this to keep it cool, and then we got to figure out why these LEDs. So what do we got? We got power, ground, and signal. And then we got ground and that. Okay, so let's go over here and start working on this. And I think the motors are disabled. Yes. And then I also 3D printed some stuff. I 3D printed the camera mount, so we can do that. So we can put the camera on here properly instead of it just kind of sitting there. So I got the camera mount as well. I got to put in there. Where is the little screw? Where did I put my little Allen key? I think it's this guy. Or is it this guy? Or is it this guy? Or is it this guy? It's one of these Allen keys. Grab all the Allen keys. It's going to be one of them. It's CAN bus. Who needs an enclosure when you have fire? I hope I don't have a fire. NXS concerned, want to make the estimate. Honestly, I'm not too concerned about the estimate of the time on a print. It honestly, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Like, the print time is the print time. If the estimate is short and it doesn't print in that time, then it just doesn't print in that time. It's also, I am this close to just ripping a stealth burner tool head off one of my other Vorons and throwing it on here. because I already had to tighten up the screws for these parts once from PetG creep. So when we take this front off, we might see some creep already. So it is what it is. How are these going? Do we have creep? It seems to be okay so far. So yeah, something is up with the wiring for these LEDs. Something is broken in there and it's causing it to not work. I should rip them out, but they're underneath other wiring and I'm too lazy to rip it all out, so I'm just gonna leave them in there for now. So yeah, so I don't have tool head LEDs in here because something's shorted. Hopefully these LEDs don't have to be plugged in for like these LEDs to work. Hopefully it's not like a chained system or something. Because I know the NeoPixels, you gotta like talk down the line for them to work. So I'm hoping it's not an issue. But if it is an issue, that's gonna be an issue. Really? I grabbed like 4 Allen keys and none of them are right. This Allen key. It's gotta be this Allen key then. No, it's not. How many Allen keys do I have that are all... I used to have like no 2.5 mil and now I've got like 22.5 mils. Where'd it go? This is what happens when you get near the end of the bill and you just start throwing stuff on your desk. There we go. LEDs are the end of the string. So that might be cause... No, they should be on a different circuit unless... Well, that would be... No, see, they would be on a different pin. Or no, they would be on... Actually, here we go. So these are PA0 for that signal. So if these LEDs and these LEDs were on the same line, these would be the same pin. I don't see a PA0. So I shouldn't have to worry about it. They shouldn't be talking to each other. So I don't think it's going to be an issue. Hopefully not. By the way, I can't see chat when I'm on this side of the garage, so I apologize. As much as I want to see your beautiful faces, I cannot. Okay, so we got... That's probably why it's not working. That's probably why it's not working. Because I have this. This is wired up the way it came from the factory. With, we got black, yellow, red. How much you want to bet that's not the way it's supposed to be? No, because it's supposed to be red, black, yellow. So let's repin this, and hopefully we didn't short anything. Red, black, yellow. Hopefully these LEDs have a protection circuit in them. So. By the way, depinning these is annoying. Come on, come on. I'm always afraid every time I do this of just stabbing myself. Because you have to like shove a really sharp pin into something that you're holding with your hands. And if it slips, guess where the pin goes? Into your fingies. Okay, so what is it? Red, black, yellow? Yeah, red, black, yellow. So that might be it. So one thing I'm going to say with this kit, double check all the wiring. Because a lot of stuff in here was pinned out incorrectly, unfortunately. Red. Yeah, come on. Black. Yo, oh man, this is... Maybe I should bring it over here so I can actually do it, see what I'm doing. Okay. So that is that. Okay, so now it should be wired up correctly. And now, I've got to take this out so I can get the fan out. Do I have access to that? two right there. That's a big truck that just drove by. Also, if you hear a knock on the door, let me know. It's my wife's birthday on Friday, and I'm waiting on a present to show up for her. So, okay, so we gotta shorten this wire. So you're gonna go there. Hopefully you clear. Do you clear? No, it doesn't clear. This is supposed to clear. It doesn't. Oh, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. So it's gonna have to go here. I just want to see how short I gotta make this. That. Right about there. Okay. And then what is this? It is. Is this the right pin? No, that's not even the right pin. Positive, negative. Okay. Come back over here. Now I can see chat. How you doing, chat? Strippers. What printer is this? It's a Venture XL from Isaac. Power and grounder swap, they're gonna be dead, Jim. Well, we'll find out in a minute. I do have extra LED strips here, so I can swap them out. The problem is swapping them out will be an absolute nightmare, considering the, you have to like slide them in from the side, and I don't think you have room with it assembled. So if the LEDs are dead, then the LEDs are dead. But they don't plug directly in. There's like a breakout board between the two. So if the breakout board might save my ass, hopefully. We'll see. So if it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. And we go from there. I mean, the plan is, I didn't know it had LEDs under there. If it does, that'd be great. But if it doesn't, like if we can't get them working, it doesn't matter. When I put the enclosure all together, I'm just gonna put lights on the top of the enclosure anyways, so. Did I use the box turtle before? No, the box turtle is gonna go on this printer eventually. The end goal for the box turtle is to go on this printer so I can use it for filament rollover and multicolor, multi-material in a pinch. A machine this big, waiting on tool change, even tool changes will add a lot of time to a big print on a machine like this. So, yeah. Anyone getting frame drops? It would be on your end or YouTube's end. I'm not dropping any frames on my end. So. Like a mosquito. How do I get a mosquito in here? Go. Back over here. Okay. So you plug in like this. So you're positive on this end. And then negative on this end. There we go. And it actually has, this is actually a pretty nice one because it has a little wire holder built into it. Now, does the wire holder work? I don't know. Probably not. Oh, it does work. Kinda. Kinda, sorta. Okay. So you plug in here. There we go. And now, I'm gonna put this back on. There we go. So now, hopefully, that doesn't close. That doesn't close. Apparently, this is supposed to be a 3010 fan shroud for this, and it doesn't work. It doesn't. You know what? I might just leave it open like that. Screw it. It doesn't collide. It doesn't hit anything. I'm just gonna leave it like this. Screw it. At least we have a fan. So what if it sticks open a bit? It doesn't affect anything. I'll figure out a better solution later. At least we have a fan now to keep this thing from overheating. And then, yeah, I don't know if, yeah, actually I could just do this. I don't know if you can see, but how much that brass nozzle sticks out. Also, I had to shim the whatchamacallit, the probe, the cartographer, so that it actually will work. Because unfortunately the cartographer was up too high. So with the brass nozzle installed, the nozzle actually hit the bed before the cartographer triggered, which isn't good. Oh, something cracked. Oh well. There we go. Obviously, I can't close this properly, so this is just going to sit there like that. Luckily, the fan isn't catching on anything, so we should be good. Powered up. Okay, still got the LED, so we're good. I should probably check this little guy. Can I even see? Oh, I have a blue LED here. You guys see that? You got a blue LED there. Does that mean I can actually more? Do I have a light? Lights, LEDs? Print LED, print light. On? Off, on, off. Oh. Nothing's happening. I have one blue LED here that's on. Nothing else is on. Yeah. I mean, yeah, screw it. I'm not that concerned. That probably means something is fried. If we're only getting one blue LED, I got a feeling that's not a good sign. I got a feeling that's not a good sign. If we're getting one random blue LED on a whole string of LEDs, that's probably not a good sign. Get the Rapido. I will. I'm leaving it stock for now because I'm talking with somebody about getting something that's inputtable. Are they addressable? They are addressable, but they should already be set up. So if we go to machine. So which one is it? This is PA0. Other PA0 next. Print light. Oh! No, it's right there. Yeah, it's right there. Oop, wrong button. Yeah. SB combo pin PA0. So it should be there. Did I check the arrow on the strip? There's an arrow on the strip? There's an arrow on the strip? Did I solder them up backwards? Did I solder them up backwards? Let me double check. I don't know if I can see. I think I did. So the funny thing is I can't see because the way they're wired up, or they're stuck in the extrusion. So you can't see which way they're going. You can't see because they're slotted in the extrusion, so there's like no way to see. Okay, the side with the arrow has the smaller resistor on it. The side with the small resistor. These are different. These are different LEDs than the ones I have. There's different LEDs. These ones look different than the other LEDs I have. They don't have resistors in them. What the heck? Oh well. I'm honestly not too concerned. Yeah, these are different. I've got two different types of LED strips. So, oh well. I mean, I'm not too concerned. I'm gonna put lights in the machine anyways, so having more lights, it would be nicer, but like, it's not the end of the world that I wired up the LEDs backwards. No, I can't take a picture and zoom in because the LEDs are literally slotted in the extrusion. So the side, like you could only see the LED. You can't see, here, let me show you. So see on this, the arrow is right at the edge, right there, that little black line. You can't see it because in the LEDs, you can only see that because the extrusions cover it all. So you can't see. So I'm kind of stuck. I would have to take the X extrusion out to slide them out. So yeah, as Daniel said elegantly in the King's English, I'm kind of screwed. Oh well. So that is that. So let's make sure that fan works. So let's home all and make sure that fan works. Oh, did something light up underneath? Something light up under here? Did you guys see like a blue light under there? I can see a blue light here. What was that? Yes, it's CAN bus. I don't know why. I've had multiple people ask me about if it's running CAN bus or not. Yes, it's running CAN bus. Okay, let's make some room here because I got to do some stuff now because we're going to install some panels. Who wants to install some panels? Also, I did do a pressure advance with the 0.8 nozzle. It's like 0.28 is the pressure advance value. Still have a ton of leftover screws from this, but I'm assuming a lot of these will be used in the enclosure. Look at all my extra wires in the bin. In the bin. Tonight's garbage night. In the bin. 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 Yeah, there it is. Yeah, okay. Did I show the benchy? I did. Okay, watch at home. See if there's more lights under there. Oh, you know what? It was reflecting off of that. That's what I thought a light was. It was just reflecting off the tool head. That makes sense. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, let's make some room here because I have some more stuff to print. So I printed off more stuff. Some of this is for the panels. This is the camera mount. And these are little caps that go on top of the extrusions. And they're all in red ASA from Polymaker. Speaking of Polymaker, did you know you can win some Polymaker filament? Every stream, we give away a spool of Polymaker filament at the end of stream. Enter for your chance. Do this now. Oh, we got some caps that go up top. Okay, these don't want to go in. They go in with some assistance. How much you want to bet? Well, no, they are printed in ABS, so there should be a little bit of shrinkage involved. There you go. We just gotta get them in the right spot. Get in the right spot. Get in the right spot. There we go. And that one I will get later once I move the printer. Because right now I can't move the printer because the wheels are locked. You should be venting and filtering your air. Nah. Just raw dog it. Deep breaths. I mean, come on, we're like 90% plastic at this point anyways, right? What's the thing in the corner? What corner? What corner? If you want a trick for installing magnets, get a file. Or anything that's metal and flat. And then what you do is you take your magnet and use your file to push it in. I'm installing these now because these will be for the door, but we're not putting the door on today. No point in putting the door on when there's no enclosure yet. Thanks for making the content you do. Cheers, Home Depot houseplant. That's a name. Home Depot houseplant. I love when like the paradigm between people's names on the internet. It's like either your name or like some sort of like funny version of your name. Like video games. When I play a single player game, like Baldur's Gate, for example, the default name I go with is Tayne, T-A-Y-N-E. And if you know me, it's quite simple to figure out where that name comes from. My name is Taylor, and I use Nero a lot for my online name. So, T-N-E, Tayne. So you either have your name or something derived from your name, or you have something that you made in high school, like XX YOLO Swag XX420, or you have like, fine example here, Home Depot houseplant. Okay, now we need to put some heat sets in. So I need my heat set machine. I also need power. Power? Do I have the touch? No, but I do have the power. There. XX YOLO swag XX 420. On, and now I need a bunch of heat sets. So I'm just gonna grab some stock and be lazy. Apocalypse. Yeah, it's like you know, we have that Gmail account or that Hotmail account you made in grade 8. For me, grade 8 is like 2001. So. Or people call me a Pulo by your given name. I can't remember what you told me your real name once and I can't remember it. It's like the problem we have in the Voron team where like when we go to events, right? When you know, we're at Rocky Mountain or whatever and the Voron team is there. Most of us like there's a few people I know what their face looks like because I see them enough, but most people I forget their face. I'm horrible with names and faces. I can remember faces, I can remember names. I can't do both. Especially if I only see you like 2 times a year. So it's funny when you meet up with a bunch of people that you only know online and it's like, who are you? And it's like, dude, I've known you for 5 years. And it's like, yeah, but who are you? It's like, I'm so-and-so. I'm like, oh, that's what you look like. Should I call it, what's your real name, by the way? So. Install a bunch of heat sets now. So these heat sets are to hold the panels on. So. Never guess my real name. It's probably Keith. Did I guess right? Oop. Oop. I might be back if well, I will be back, but I might be back and I might be gone after. Let me turn this off. 1 minute, I gotta check something and then I might be back. And then I might not. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. 1 second. Give me 1 second here. 1 second. Rajday, cheers. 1 minute. 1 minute. We're good. 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 Andy Miller, $20. Cheers and appreciate it. Hey now. Hey now. This is what dreams are made of. I'm back. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. And I found some, I don't know. Was that a nice red? It's not bright enough. I might just go with this red. Or I might take another look, see what I have for orange. I got a ton of orange. Actually, I might have a red Pet G. I thought I had a glitter red somewhere. Oh well. Okay, turn this back on. Gergman. Sorry, I apologize. I almost called you Greg, man. Gergman, thank you for becoming a channel member. Cheers and appreciate it. Yep, we're good. We're good. I do not have to leave. I had to start the stream late. Actually, I didn't know if I was going to start the stream late, so I just played it safe, which turned out good because I did have to start late. And then there was a chance I would have to leave partially through the stream. Not connected, two completely unrelated things. So, we're good. What did you guys chat about while I was gone? Did I miss anything? I have a real life and real responsibilities outside of stream. No, I don't. No, I don't. Houses and mortgages suck. Mortgages suck. Bills suck. Can we just like hurry up and get to like a post-scarcity society where it's like, we don't have to worry about that shit? Please. Where's my Star Trek future? Give me my Star Trek future. Give me my Star Trek future where I don't have to work. Well, I can work. I'm working right now, technically. Give me my post-scarcity society Star Trek future where all the basic needs of a society are met. And we're free to do what we want of our own accord. Any day now, please. 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 You have to fight Romulans? Only if you want to. Just, I'm gonna quote a show I just watched. Just leave me alone so I can watch my shows. Just leave me alone so I can watch my shows. I watched Murderbot. I totally binged all of the 10 episodes, half-hour episodes. But watched the first season of Murderbot. It's a good show. If you got Apple TV or you're you sail the high seas, laddie, check out Murderbot. Good show. Good show. It's gonna get really annoying because I'm gonna have to go back to the other side of the garage and get on the floor and loosen the wheels so I can move the printer. Post-scarcity. You know what the sad thing is? We technically are in near a post-scarcity society already. We already produce more food than we consume. Housing is not really a hard problem to solve. We just choose not to. Like, just imagine if we didn't have to worry about housing. Just imagine we just didn't have to worry about housing and food. Like, yeah, you can buy a house if you want, or you can just live in, like, you know, government housing or whatever, but it's provided. I'd rather live in government housing than not housing. Same with food, you know. You can buy better food, or you can just, you know, live off the basics. Just be nice if people just didn't go hungry. That would be nice. It's uneven distribution. Yep. Plus spaceships. I want spaceships. How much do you think it costs to run the Enterprise? Like, we know from like, you know, if you want to rent a Cessna, I was reading a thing. You want to rent a plane, right? I want to fly private. The cheapest way to fly private is like you rent a Cessna and a pilot. It's going to cost you about $1,000 an hour. Okay. And that's a Cessna. Yet in Star Trek, well, heck, in Star Wars, it's somewhat routine where like average people travel between planets. They got to have like the whole fuel situation locked down on those shit. Like, how? What is the fuel situation in a ship like that? Like, how does that even work? Like, how many Republic credits does it cost to run the hyperdrive mod? What is that? What is even the fuel? Like, how does that even work? It's one of those things, the more you think about it, the more it doesn't make sense. Population decline, housing will not be an issue. It's not declining that fast. And also, that's the whole thing. I don't get the whole, we need to have more people. We have too many people. Productivity has gone through the roof. The average person produces more now than they did 50 years ago. Why do we need more people than we had 50 years ago? Oh, I know why, but I can't say it because then I get people yell in the comments about me going political. For the content. I just want a Gundam, damn it. I just want a giant fighting robot. Give me a Gundam. I just want a Gundam. How is it that hard to make a Gundam? Like, I know the square cube law is a bitch. Just give me my damn Gundam. Also, the fact that these are matte, the back panels are matte, but the bottom panels of the printer aren't. Prep for open source, the giant robot. It's a head. It's not a giant robot. It's a head. He called it a Gundam in the video. It's not a Gundam. It's a head. Is the panels that warp or the brackets? I don't know. I printed the brackets in ABS. I'm only putting the back panel on, namely so when I take pictures of the printer printing, I don't have like my lawnmower in the background because I do want to make a video on this for this weekend. Just kind of a talking video going over the kit and my thoughts and opinions on it. Because it's too early to do a review video on the kit, but I could do my thoughts on the printer, my initial impressions on the build, and what can be improved and whatnot. Impulse inside too much power, yeah. I could blame Reagan for a lot of that. Ow. That's kind of one of those things that I'm starting, like, as you get older, you kind of like, you know what? I kind of like the fact that we have a king. As a Canadian, you know, when I was young, it was like, oh, you know, we don't need the monarchy, get rid of the monarchy. It's kind of nice that we have a king. Just let me get there, It's kind of nice we have a king because that means the prime minister isn't the top of the pile and you don't really attract the same kind of megalomaniacs you do in other systems of government. Because we have a king, right? We have a king. It's a figurehead. It's just a paper, it's on paper, but you have that one check and balance. Building organized printers or something small. Building overs. I much prefer building smaller printers. Because I don't have a lot of room. I cut myself on this somehow. How do you get yourself a paper cut on acrylic? But anyways, I much prefer building smaller printers. They're more fun to build. Big printers have fun too, though. They both have their pros and cons. Yeah, the documentation. Charles or last name. No, and then it'll be William. Is it William? No, William's the spare. Philip. Is it Philip? I can't remember which one's which. I met one of them. I met the one who's going to be king next. I met him. Whatever one's next in line. Not William then. Not the redhead. The bald one. I met him. Or Harry. Harry's the ginger. Harry's the ginger. William's the next one. Harry's the ginger. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, I met William. And I met, it was like just like a handshake in an event type thing. Yeah, Harry was a spare before he's like, I'm out. I'm gonna go do my own thing. And it's like somehow I have managed to shake hands with 1, 2, 3 of the last 4 prime ministers we've had. And then I've met the Queen. Shaking hands with William. You don't shake the Queen's hand. You do not, well, you can't shake her hand anymore, she did, but you don't shake the Queen's hand. There are so many rules when it comes to meeting the Queen, or any, like, royalty. It is insane. Why did this one peel off so horribly? Army stuff? For William and the Queen, yes, it was army stuff. I was doing ceremonial guard in Ottawa when, they came and visited Canada back in 2010, I want to say. And I was ceremonial guardsman for it, so I was there. I got to go to a party where like all the dignitaries and like rich influencer type people were, where there was like no cameras. And it's really funny watching people who in public hate each other just chilling and having a beer, yapping together in a group when the cameras are off. Met Jack Layton there. Good guy. Shared a couch with Weird Al. Oh, that's cool. But it's funny, in Canada, it's like, do I have it? Here, in Canada, it is literally not hard to actually, like, if you want to actually meet our leadership. 1 second here. Because whenever they do a, honestly, just go to a rally. It's not hard. Let me see if I can find it. Where is it? Where is it? I think it was this one. Here, plus one on the Discord. There you go. Yeah, it's like literally just go to like any political event or speech, and you can just like go talk to them. Like, hey, there's me and the Prime Minister of Canada. I make it a point every time there's an election to try and go to at least one rally for one or more of the parties, because I live in an area that flip-flops. So they usually have multiple events down here. Met Harper, met Trudeau. Why is this one peeling so horribly? Canadian Regimental Guard? I think so. Fun fact, the ceremonial guard in Canada, if you go to like Ottawa and you see the guys in bearskin hats, which I spent a summer doing, the ones in Canada are all reservists. It's a reservist thing. You go, you spend like a month doing nothing but drill practice from like 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., 6 days a week. and then you do the job for 2 months. Can PLA and Petchy parts fit together? I ran out of PLA and used Petchy for some parts and they don't fit in the PLA Marty. Like, what do you mean fit together? Like, can you glue them together? Yeah. Like, are you talking about, like, is it like a puzzle where they need to index together? Yeah, they should fit. You just need to be careful because they might not glue together as well. And if you're trying to paint them, you may have to prime them first because they're dissimilar materials. They'll have different properties. Did I meet Kretche? I don't remember if I did or not. I don't think I met Kretche. No, Kretche wasn't. I met, what's his name after? Martin, Paul Martin. And by met, I mean like either said hi, like it was like a hi bye thing, or like shook hands. Although I will say Carney was pretty nice. He actually stopped and talked for like 2 or 3 minutes. I was like, oh, what brings you out? What are you doing? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, you know, I try to make it out to, because I flip-flop parties. It was like, oh, hey, you know, I vote for these guys, I vote for you, I might vote for you now. Just wanted to, I like to get a judge. Every time there's like a new big political figure in politics, I like to like try and see him in person once to get the vibe. It's all about vibes. Sorry, I'm yapping because I'm sitting here trying to peel off stupid paper that doesn't want to come off good. It came off good off the first sheet. You know why? This sheet was at the very bottom. Maybe that's it. Maybe because this sheet was at the very bottom of the pile of sheets. That's why it's taking freaking forever. Somebody give me something else to yap about. I'm gonna get somebody commented on the video that I shouldn't be talking about this subject. I came here for 3D printing and 3D printing only. You've deviated from what you're supposed to do. Blah, 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 blah. There we go. Heal and chill. Ah. What a heat gun? I mean, it's pretty warm in the garage already. Dude, I'm waiting on a package from Amazon. It's supposed to be delivered this morning. It didn't show up. And now I'm hoping it shows up before the end of stream, before my wife gets back, but the little guy, they went swimming, because it's a birthday gift, and I don't want her snooping in it by accident. Because it's just an Amazon package. I mean, I'm almost done. I'm almost done. Wow, this is horrible. This is just horrible. Oh, Argus has it right. I'm supposed to peel the black part off of the paper, not the paper off of the black part. I mean, I could just pull an A-net and leave the paper on. It's extra structural material. Slow down the peel. The thing is, I'm doing it exactly the same as the other thing, and it came off in one sheet on the other stuff. Fire will remove it. Well, if the burning point of the paper is lower than the plastic. Oh. It was, this was on the bottom of the stack. It's a vapor bearer, yeah. It's a vapor bearer. 1950s. Now they still do Rose. They still do vapor bearers on houses. You need a vapor bearer in the house for here in Canada because of the temperature differences. You need a vapor barrier, otherwise you're going to get mold like crazy. Also, the machine. This was a short shot. This has a casting defect. Can you see that? Let's see if I can hit it in the light. Can you see that? It has a casting defect. Either that or it like melted or something. Only paper. Oh yeah, old houses that had like no insulation, you just ran your heater non-stop or you just were cold. Nowadays it's like, yeah, R50 in the walls, R70 in the ceilings, go. Can't even, I can't even see my joists up in the attic. They're just buried under so much blown in insulation. Like, I know in like the southern states, it's not as common, but up here it's like, when our house was built, I think R50 was what was required by code for insulation in the attic space. And when we got the house, one of the first things we did was I gutted the bathroom and redid it. And part of it was I dropped the ceiling because I had to fix it because the builders had installed the ceiling exhaust fan and they didn't connect it to the vent stack. So it literally just vented warm, moist air, like right there into the attic space. So it blew away a bunch of the insulation and it got it all covered in like mold and stuff. So we had mold issues in the bathroom on the ceiling. So the first thing I did when I bought the house was we dropped the ceiling in the bathroom, ripped out all that blown in insulation, and I put up a new ceiling using like moisture resistant drywall and all that. But we had to get the insulation replaced. And so I had a company come out and do it because it was summer and I ain't doing that. That's why I haven't put an AC unit out here. I have to run electrical on the ceiling out here, and the ceiling up there is like 70 Celsius. So, yeah, long story short, they went up there and they're like, so you just want us to fill the patch? I'm like, no. I'm paying you to go the whole way with R70. Have fun. He's like, okay. And they just, insulation everywhere. Okay, so I think I need R8s, which I should have over there. Okay, so let's go install all of this over here. Go to the other side. Actually, let me see here. Are you online? Oh, no, you're off because I think the printer's off. It's on. I think that's off. Let me see if I can get the tablet working so I can bring chat over so I can see you guys. But I think the battery's dead on it. New PC with Factorio. How is Factorio a test? Aren't you supposed to run like Cyberpunk or something to test it? Okay. So unfortunately, this is gonna suck because I have the printer locked down, but I gotta get behind it. So I can either try. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. I'm gonna be lazy. I don't wanna go underneath and unlock the wheels. So. There we go. We might have a problem here. How is this supposed to work? How is this supposed to work if the wires are there? How are you supposed to do this? There's wire channels. The slots back here that you're supposed to screw these into have wires running through them. How are you supposed to... I'm not gonna have the wires pop out. That would look ugly as heck. Am I missing something? Am I missing something? Yeah, it's on rollers. The kit comes with rollers that you can lock down so it doesn't roll around on you. And yeah, you can see. So it has these little dollies that you're supposed to put on the frame, but because I put the printer up on a wooden bench that I built, I put those underneath the wooden bench. Yeah, because the wires all run through a channel. side panels. So you can see they attach to like these little tabs. Back panel. Yeah, it's supposed to sit on those tabs as well. So how are you supposed to mount those? Because they have these little corner tabs that sit inside there, but there's wires that go through all this. So am I supposed to like cut like... What the heck? I mean, I'm gonna cheat, but let's see here. So this goes like this. Why couldn't they have just made the panels big enough to just sit on the stupid thing? You know what? I am just gonna flush mount them for now. And I will do the 3D printed solution because I am not dealing with that. I am not dealing with that. I ain't got no time for that shit. I ain't dealing with that. So I will flush mount them. I'm going to flush mount them. There will be a gap at the top, but it's for cosmetics. So I got to figure out how I'm supposed to do this then. Yeah, because it's really dumb because they have wires going through the slots. Here, let me show you. Because when you install the wires for the motors, they run through these slots. So you can see the extrusion has wires stuffed in it with a cable cover already over it. So that means I would have to cut the cable cover, pull out the wires and have them like go through the trench and then hop out, around and back in. But they're all nice and taut and cleaned up and everything. So, no, there is no gap. It goes right up to the edge. Like you can see right here, they go right up to the edge, right on the outer side. Like you can see right here on the outside. So they want me to screw in something right there. That doesn't make sense. What did you do, LTX, if you're in chat still? I have some 3D printed like sleeves that fit on the outside that'll work. I'll just print those. I'm just gonna print those. Throw on some black PETG and just print them on this. Screw it. Yeah, because these are supposed to go in the corners. So these are the corner pieces. Yeah, that makes no sense. Yeah, see how they're supposed to screw in like that? They just screw into the extrusion. So it didn't fit with the wiring, so I looped the wiring around the mounts. Yeah, the problem is I have all the wiring nice and taut, so I don't know if I have enough slack in the system to pull it all out. So I'm just gonna mount them on the back. Screw it. I'm just gonna mount them on the back with T-nuts, YOLO. And I will 3D print the mod that I have downloaded and see if it works. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if it works, I will just go with that for now. And if it doesn't work, well, that's a problem for future Taylor. I do not envy that guy. That future Taylor guy, he's got so many problems. So many problems. I do not envy that guy in the slightest. Yeah, if it works, I'll see about getting it. It's somebody on the team designed it and they shared it to me, so I don't know. Does it come with active heating or do they not want to burn the house down? The only heating is the beds. And considering the beds put off enough heat to heat up my garage to like 36 Celsius. Now granted, it's also got a heat wave right now, but considering they put out that much heat, they got 1600 watts of heat. How much more heat do you need? How much more heat do you need, really? Like, how much heat do you need? Grab the Allen key here. There, I'm over there. Wait, I brought him back over here. There we go. Vertical, 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 horizontal. Not a fan of T-nuts, but when you're putting on panels like this, it makes it a lot easier. There we go. Can you guys see me? Am I on the right camera? If I'm not on the right camera, just yell and I'll hear ya. Yeah, just yell if you can't see me. Oh, dang it, this one popped out. There we go. There we go. There we go. I mean, this is gonna be a little flop. Nope, nope, no, dang it. No, stupid hammerheads. I hate hammerhead nuts. Come on. There we go. Okay. And that goes in there. Now we get the other one. I've got like so many paper cuts on my hand from this. How do you paper cut yourself on T-nuts or on acrylic? Oh. Okay, so now, how is this covered in dog hair already? Oh well. Everything is covered in dog hair. I will say the corners of the sides of these are pretty sharp. Maybe that's where all the paper cuts are coming from. So that goes like that. Okay. It's you. Hey, I'm talking to you, dog. I'm talking to you. I have the door to the house open, letting some cool air in right now. And the doggo is just chilling there inside. He's looking at me. You can't hear me because you've gone deaf. Oh yeah, go back to sleep. Yeah, go back to sleep. Okay. Oh, camera, camera, camera. There we go. Right about there. There we go. So this gap is going to be pretty big in the back here because unfortunately, these aren't sitting where they're supposed to sit. So I'm going to try and do a little shimmy. No, that ain't gonna work. I'll just tape it. Really, there's one long one and the rest are short. Really? Yeah, there's one long one and the rest are short. Okay. Oh, that's what I got. Okay. Voila. Good enough for now. It'll work. It'll work. It'll work. How am I supposed to put the camera on? How's the camera supposed to go? Where do those covers go? I'll put those on later. Where's the camera? See, it's supposed to have all these nice little covers and whatnot. That's for the door. So the door has a proper frame. Where's the camera? So the camera's that. So the camera that pushes out. That's an M330 goes through that. Okay, so let's grab the camera and do that now. So you come with me. Oop. Okay. So how are you supposed to push that out? So that opens up and you push that out. I need a pushing device of some sort. Oh, that's a screw. That's a screw, okay. LTTstore.com mini screwdriver set to the rescue. That unscrews, and then that, ow, ow. There we go, okay. And then this goes on here like that. And then We get an M330. Go with silver? Silver? Silver works. Of course, I brought the Allen key I needed over there. Go gadget. Line up. Doesn't want it line up. There we go. There we go. So this will now mount at top with some more screws. Gonna be super annoying to line up. I'm gonna use T-nuts this time. One. Remember, don't forget, we got the giveaway at the end of the stream. So if you have not entered yet for your chance to win some Polymaker filament, enter for your chance because we're going to be doing the draw at the end of stream. So enter for your chance now before it's too late. Because once it's too late, it's too late. Don't want to be too late. Too late's bad. Okay. Oh my God, I'm working upside down. Ow, ow, my back, my back. Ah. You know what's funny, when you're a kid, you watch Spider-Man. Remember Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man, when he falls and he's like, ah, my back. And then they make a funny joke about it in No Way Home, where like he's like, his back still hurts. And when you're a kid, you're like, haha, funny joke. And then you hit your 30s and you're like, bro, shit hurts. So we'll do 15 1/4. 1/4. More. Yeah, then you get it. Like, yeah, you know what? I get that. So here's the thing, how am I supposed to run these wires now? Because I'm pretty sure the door will prevent me from running them the way I want to run them. So I think they go under here. So it's got to go through here. And it plugs back into this. Now I could just go over there and recycle crow's nest. Or I could just turn the printer on and off. How are you supposed to run the wires? There, and then strip through there, and then there. And then how's the door held on? Oh wait, the door is held on from the outside, I think. I think the door is held on from the outside. Yeah, the door is held from the outside, so we're good there. Okay, so I need those little spacer doodads. Spacer doodads. in here? Or are they over? I think they're over on the other side. Those little filler things. And then I have this little guy to cover it. 42 tomorrow. Oof. I mean, I'm 37. I gotta have more of those spacers. Really? Am I all out? No, I can't be out. I gotta have more. I can't be out. Do they not give you enough of those little filler things? I mean, I've got to... Ah, shoot. I can make it work. 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 I'll make it work. It's just temporary, right? Oop, don't catch that. Okay. What you do is you just cut this. Just shove that in there. Really? That is not enough. This isn't long enough. We'll go right about there. Oh, I'll show you right about there. It's kind of... we won't cut the corner as short. We won't cut the corner as short. There we go. That'll work. That'll work. What am I doing for dinner tonight, guys? What should I do for dinner tonight? Something simple, I'm thinking. There we go, and that'll go there. Tina. Something simple. Simple, easy. Fried rice. Dude, I've been doing egg fried rice for breakfast lately. Because it's filling and it's not a lot of stuff to it. Yeah, that ain't gonna work, so that'll go there. So move the bag of it. There we go. Okay. So these I can't use, and we have that gap in the back that I'm gonna have to cover with tape or something. But in the meantime, oh, don't get you stuck under there. One second. One second. I know I have some tape somewhere. That'll work. Black electrical tape. So 1 second here. I need to put some in the back here to hold this. That'll work. Just to keep it from rattling around. There we go. There, you go there. Is this the most optimal way to do it? No. Am I even on the right camera? Yes. But this is how it's going to be for probably a week or two. So this will just kind of I'll wait till I get up a bit before I fill up the rest of it. Good enough. Good enough. How's that look? How's that look? Does that look professional? How professional does that look, class? Okay, we got to load some red material in here. We're going to print some stuff. Come on. This is North Carolina. They don't, dude. Oh, brisket. I haven't done like smoked meats in a while. Like I haven't done. Did I put the camera on the right way? I did. Okay. And if you're wondering what the camera view looks like, what the camera angle looks like, this. That's the camera view. Actually, one second. That's the camera view. That's outdated. One second. That is it. Refresh cache. There we go. That's the camera view. So it is a little offset, unfortunately, because the eye of the camera isn't in the middle of the camera body. It's offset, but the camera mount has to be in the middle for the doors. So it is what it is. 220. Okay, so we are going to be printing this maple leaf. Come on, Orca Slicer. So, does there matter what side? I don't think it matters what side. Sit down, sit down. So, bigger. How big is that? 140. I like round numbers. There we go. So, camera's gonna wig out for a minute here. While it's doing that, heat this up. Okay, that's heating up to 220. Unload. So this is using, oh, it's only 200 grams. Oh, it is not thick at all. It is only, oh, it's only 3 millimeters thick. Okay, you know what? Prepare. I want it to have some strength. So a centimeter. So that would be 1 centimeter. So that's, where's my scale? Are all my scales downstairs? No, it's right here. So how thick should you think I should make it to make it like 15? Let's do 15. 15 millimeters. 15 millimeters. Printed with a brim. Ooh, actually, let's take a look at that brim. Inner brim only. Let's see what inner brim look like. Cool to do like a inner brim, do the first layer like a really dark red, or vice versa. While it does that, I'm gonna go see if I have a ones. I'm gonna keep yapping, but I'm gonna see if I have a nice dark red with this. Because actually, oh, here we go. Galaxy Red, Polymaker Galaxy Red. Or actually, no, this is Sparta 3D. Might be a little waterlogged. I don't think it matters. Sparta 3D Galaxy Red. Six ribs incoming. Oh, I did slice it with the internal. Okay, well that's doing that. Let me swap out the, you can see the LED that's on. I mean, it'll be a quick way to tell me if the printer's on or not. Okay, let's load and unload. Unload. Grab you, come off here. Grab you, go on here. Yep. That would look cool, but I don't think it would survive. The brim, I think, would peel off. I don't think the brim would survive. Yeah, no brim. No brim. Slice it in. Okay, turn this back up to 220. By the way, you got to be careful. If you hit unload, it turns off the heater after it's done unloading, or after loading, it turns the heater off. So if you run out of filament mid-print, and then you like unload it, and then you push new filament in, it'll load the new filament. But if you hit resume, it'll have the heater off. So you have to, it's dumb, but I think I know why it is. It's just like error, like it's just safety. It's like it loads, okay, once it's loaded, it turns the heater off. But if you're printing something, because that's what happened on this cube here. If you look, there's like a slight gap between the red and the black. Because what happened was it printed the red, it ran out of filament. So it paused the print. So I went over, you have to, if it runs out of filament, you need to not hit unload. You need to hit retract. Because if you hit unload, the unload macro purges a bit first, and it'll actually suck in the filament past the gear if it runs out, because the distance from the filament runout sensor to the gear is pretty close. So you have to hit retract. So you retract the filament out, and then if you push in new filament, the load macro will take over. The load macro will load new filament in, but it just loads new filament in, and then you hit resume. But you have to remember to turn the heater back on before you hit resume, because the load macro turns the heater off after it loads. So, yeah. There we go. So that's a 12-hour print. Why are you not? No, you're at 220. Load 50 at 5. Why are you not loading? Oh, because the hot end can't keep up with that. Extrude. Wow, it really doesn't want to suck that filament in. Does it have a clog? 220. It's not loading. Load 25 millimeters after extrude. Second here. Why don't you want to load this filament? Why don't you want to load this filament? Filament loading. I might have to go hotter. There we go. Is this PLA? Yeah, it is PLA. Yeah, so if I tell you to go to 220 on the nozzle, okay, and extrude 25 millimeters at 5 millimeters a second, extrude. I might have to run this at 235. It might not have enough heat. I can hear it skipping. Why don't you want to, why aren't you extruding? You're unlocked. Open. Okay, what's going on here? Filament sensor. Okay, maybe, what's going on? Fan's going. It doesn't want to load this filament. Do I got a clog? I shouldn't have a clog. What's going on here? Unlock. What is going on here? Okay, filament sensor is empty. Okay, filament loading. Okay, it loaded. I'm just gonna let it do its thing then. I mean, it's loading, so. We'll just start the print. If the print don't work, then I'll figure something out. What do you mean the hot end? Oh shoot, the hot end fan's not spinning. What the hell's going on? Why the hot end fan? Okay, 1 second. E-stop. Why is my hot end? Oh, oh dude. Did I not screw this in right? Why is my hot end fan not spinning? I just noticed that. My hot end fan's not spinning. Oh, Fun fact, these pins work better when they're actually lined up. There we go. The pins on this are vertical. They're not like two stacks, and they just didn't line up. So now they're lined up. At least they should be. Yeah, now they're lined up. Yeah, we were having heat creep. That'll do it. Now the fan's going. It's funny how loud this fan is, and you don't realize it's missing until it's missing. That'll do it. That way, it's all in a row. So either they all plug in or they don't all plug in. And the fact that it was shorting with it all plugged in and the fan's working tells me it was it's in the wire loom itself. Okay, so now let's make sure it extrudes. There we go. Yeah, we're good now. There we go. Now it's working. Now we're good. Gotta put this cap on back here. There we go. Ooh, stepped on the power cable, almost killed the printer. That would have been bad. Okay, let's get a big print going, guys. Who wants a big print? Big print printing? Big print printing. So we're gonna do this giant maple leaf print. So this is 700 grams. Ooh, that might be a little too much. Let's bump this down to 12 millimeters. Funny, I don't want this heavy because I'm going to hang it on the wall behind me here. And if so, I don't want it too heavy and warp it. So, but I want it to be sturdy enough. What size? This is 140%. No, this is a 0.8 nozzle now. So we got 0.8 nozzle, 0.4 layer height. There we go. 588 grams. Upload and print. Yep. There was something else I wanted to do, but I can't remember. I wanted to do three things. I wanted to show off the prints we did. I wanted to do the upgrades on the printer. Maybe I was just getting the camera and the back part mixed up. Kind of peeved that that fan shroud doesn't work though. Like it's gonna stay open like that. If anyone has a 3010 fan shroud that they know will work, let me know. Because I would like to be able to actually close the fan shroud. Sent me a new file. I think this is the one I just printed. Let me check here. Yeah, I think that's the one I just printed. I put a 3010 fan in it and it's not working. It doesn't close. Oh no, this is a different one. Okay. Well, I'll print this one actually right now. I will print that one. Structural. Spruceman ASA. We'll do 25% infill. Because why not? Place it now. M2 connect. Call 1, 2. Hopefully that works. What is this? What is this? What is this? What is that? What is that? What is that? Why did you not slope that? Why did you not slope that? What is this? 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 This is like a bridge. This? What? What is that? Look at all the support needed. What is it? Can you slope just that one corner though? Sorry, I'm harping because it's a Voron part, and Voron parts aren't supposed to need support. "45 degrees. Oop. What's going on? Cancel. What's going on? What's going on here? What's going on here? SD card reset file. File cannot be found on the SD. What? Oh, I cheated box opened. Something got fucked up in the transfer. Okay, we'll try this again. No, stop printing. You're not supposed to print. You're going to fail. I canceled that. What time is it? Oh, we got 15 minutes left on the stream. 15 minutes left, then we're going to do the giveaway. So if you have not entered for your chance to win some polymaker filament, link in the video description. Enter for your chance to win. Do this now. While you're down there, don't forget to like the smash button. Ring the bell. If you are not subscribed, you can easily correct that deficiency by subscribing. And if you want to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do, consider becoming a channel member, Patreon supporter, or if you're really cool and awesome, gifting memberships to others. I'm gonna go check on the doggo. How are you doing, doggo? I got my package yet? Oh, there's a UPS guy sitting across the street. I don't know what he's here for. Oh, you want to come say hi? You want to come say hi? Come on. You want to come say hi? Or you're just gonna lie there. You're just gonna lie there. He's deaf as a doornail, so he just likes lying. Mama's not home right now, so his mood is I'm gonna lie at the door until Mama comes home. So, poor little doggo. Ooh. Luke has some new tooling in the shop. I wonder what he is making. And since this is a full plate print, it's going to bed mesh the whole bed. So this is going to be a fun print to find out if, because I still have it set for like 25 millimeters cubed of flow. I don't think we're going to run into the issue with it outrunning the hot end. I think. Yeah, I have it set for 25 millimeters cubed because I don't think it's gonna, because it's gonna go on instead of long runs. I don't think we'll have an issue without running the hot end, but if we do, I will correct it. All right, follow that. Back over here to plater. There we go. Oh, let me turn off support. Don't need support in here. There we go. No, you still, what the heck? Why does it still have the slope? Did I load the right one? V2. You still have the slope there. What the heck? Did you forget to save it with the no slope? Also, you don't have to put Nero 3D on it. You don't have to put Nero 3D on it. I don't even go by Nero 3D anymore. I mean, technically I do as my online name, but the channel is Canuck Creator. Use the high flow. Yeah, this machine, that's gonna be one of the things I want to point out on the video, because here's the thing. Yes, I can pull the tool head off that boron right there. That isn't doing anything because it's waiting on an upgrade kit to turn it into a tool changer, okay? I can rip that Galileo with Rapido high flow off of that, ultra high flow, and throw it right on this machine and just move the control board over and rewire it. But I don't want to do that because I can't, I want to get more hours on the stock kit. Like, that's the thing. I want to get more hours on the stock kit. So, yeah, that's why. Alta have, yeah. I spoke with Fizek and they said they're working with something with Fadus. So I think in the future they'll have a Rapido. It should have a Rapido. Like, the sail fin is, if you're running this with a 0.4 millimeter nozzle and that's it, you should be okay. But the moment you start putting high flow nozzles in here, which you want, this is an 11-hour print. This is 350 millimeters tall. And it's like 860 grams of filament. This is an 11-hour print with an 8.8 nozzle. At this scale, you want a 0.8, even bigger maybe. But you want the ability to throw that in if you need to. Also, you can tell the filament was a little wispy. A little wispy. I have spider problem in the garage, but not that bad of a spider problem. Have you seen Rotes before? Prototype exterior uses 4 spools to increase flow. I've seen that, but that, how do I, that seems like a very niche case thing. Also, that's heavy. People complain the stealth burner's heavy. A tool head with 4 in, that's 4 extruders on the tool head. That's heavy. Like, I don't think they're moving the, I think they're moving the bed on that machine. When moving the bed is lighter, yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's see if V3 is good. Like, it's cool, but I mean, like, I'm okay with about 60. If this can get about 60 millimeters cubed a second with a 0.8 nozzle, because again, this is running NEMA 17s, it's not all-wheel drive, it is a big machine. This isn't a speed demon machine. You make up for the speed with a big fat nozzle on a machine like this. There we go. There we go, that makes more sense. Okay. Send to connect. 412. Confirm. How's the print coming along? Oh, it's purging. Now it purges on that side. I don't know why it purges on that side, but it purges on that side now. Is there film? Oh yeah, there is filament. Okay. I'm like, is there filament coming out? It's like you can't really see. But it's there. Also, I did take the time when I swapped the nozzle over, I did go through and redo the cartographer setup, so I do have tap set up properly now. So it does have touch properly set up. So, also, I haven't put anything on this bed yet. I'm just printing PLA on this bed with just a clean bed, and it's working pretty good. So. What was the problem with CAN? Oh, if you're talking about from the build series. So what ended up happening was 2 things. One, there was a short in the LED loom. So in the tool head itself, there's LEDs. Something in that circuit that came pre-wired from the factory was causing a short. And that short was causing the tool head to just, oh, I'm hearing banging. It's the Prusa Core 1 doing its corner thingy. I'm like, is the extruder skipping already? Did the machine crash? So anyways, what happened was because of the short, the whole tool head wasn't responding, wasn't powering up properly because of current protections. So the tool head and the cartographer weren't talking. So at first I thought I had a dead controller board, like the main controller board, because it all talks through that. And then we did somebody suggested I unplugged everything out of the tool head, and it turns out the tool head worked, but the cartographer didn't. So then I said the plug one thing at a time, figured out it was the wiring loom that was bad, but then the cartographer was still not powering up correctly. That was because the cartographer was plugged into the wrong USB port on the tool head, because there's 2 USB ports on the tool head. One is USB only, one is USB or CAN, it's selectable. It should be in the second one, USB 2. But the wiring diagram told me to plug it into the first one. So, yeah. Oh, family's home. 1 second. It is stringing a bit. I did bump up retractions, I think. What are retractions at on this? I did bump up retractions to 1.2. I might bump them up to like 1.4. Yeah, because it is a little stringy. I'm not too, oops, wrong camera. I'm not too concerned because they're just wispy. But it is a little, yeah, I'm not concerned. I'm not too concerned. It's all gonna be filled with infill anyways. Come with an H36. It came with the Physek. So all the electronics on here are Physek. The main board is a Physek Spider Pro. The screen, I don't know what the screen is. Here, let's pull it up. I am actually waiting to get back from Physek to find out about a affiliate link too. So what is the main controller on this thing? I don't want to be on the mailing list. It's this. Whatever this is has a controller built into it. This is the main board. This actually is a pretty nice board, I will say. It seems to be pretty nice. The silver frame looks pretty cool. That guy looks so happy. Somebody find me this print. If anyone knows what this print is, because I don't think this is a real 3D print, but if this is a real 3D print, find it for me. I would like to try and print it. But yeah, the screen has the controller built into it, which is a what is the, oh shoot, 1 second here. Hacking the Gibson. What's the command to tell me what I have for hardware on a Linux machine? I know it's got 4 CPUs, but what are my 4 CPUs? Our Physek boards, I won't say they're bad, but I will say there are better options, if that makes sense. I'm a big fan of Big Tree Tech electronics, personally. That's just me. It's not H-top, sudo ls, sules hardware, ls hw, sudo Lisha. Nope, not found, not found. Uname A. It's running Arch Linux. I run Arch. I mean, either way, it's got, you know, 2 gigs of VRAM. It's only using, it seems to be running okay. We're not having any issues with the camera slowdown or anything like that. Like, it seems okay. I could install it. I'm not going to try installing something while the printer is running. No, that's the Boron Discord. Oh, jeez. Yeah, like, this is cool and all, but this is just obscene. Like, I could see this if you were putting this on like an industrial machine, but the problem is, at this size, you're getting close to pellet.
Welcome to another video on this channel. And this is
like, you're getting close to pellet. You might as well be doing pellet at this point.
guys out there. It is designed for people and enthusiasts like I am that want to just
It's cool, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to knock it. I'm just saying that is a very slim use case. No, it's not pellet, it's filament feed. It's got 4 filament in.
Maybe this is for you. The other big
Like, you need to then, like, maybe on like a machine, you know, on something like this maybe. But the problem is too, yes, it's melting plastic that fast, but what are the materials of the property, what are the material properties of the plastic that are coming out of that when they're being melted that fast? Are you still getting the manufacturer's rated specification of your plastic when it comes out? Because that's one of the biggest takeaways I've learned from talking to the Pantheon folks, is that anyone can build a machine that goes fast. Building a 3D printer that goes fast is nothing special. There is easily off-the-shelf hardware you can buy pretty much anywhere that can make a printer go fast. Making a printer go fast is nothing special. Making it go fast, be reliable, and have good print quality, well, then that's another can of worms. But it's that. The thing is, though, especially if you're selling a machine to somebody that's going to be using that machine to print stuff that, like, fixtures or gauges or mounts or brackets for production or pre-production. Well, when that part comes out and it's like, well, I printed this in carbon fiber nylon because I need the material properties of carbon fiber nylon that the manufacturer says that these are the material properties of my plastic. So I designed it with those material properties in mind. But when the print comes out of the machine, you printed it so fast that the layer adhesion isn't there and the print fails in use. That's no good. Go buy some gamer subs. Use code Canuck. My throat is getting a little scratchy and I'm a little worried right now. Fast, reliable, accurate. Well, here's the thing. This is fast, reliable, and accurate. It's also 10 grand. Do a Hue Forge wall. This would be a great machine for Hue Forges once I get the box turtle set up. I mean, technically I could just do a pause and manual change as well. Like, I could do it manually. It's only like a handful of changes, but try to print that e-bike? I may. We'll see. I might print a go-kart. I might print a go-kart, a trike go-kart instead. Something for like the little guy to drive around on or something. Tiny bike. That comment brought to you by Andrew Rogers, #2 for the top fans list. I don't know. That is such a dumb thing that YouTube brought out. I know Twitch has it, but now it's like, let's gamify everything. More gamification. Make everything a game. Can't remember what's in this box. Oh, it's a bunch of tools. Oh, that's where my... That's right. .3D printed box from Pantheon. It's the service kit. Look at the print go. Oh, we ran late. Okay, we're gonna do the giveaway in 5 minutes. If you have not entered for your chance to win some Polymaker filament, we're gonna do the draw at 5:10, and then we're gonna end the stream. You need a special open source AMS. Oh, open source. I wish I was going to open source this year, but alas, that is not happening. So no parcel. It came in, the wife grabbed it, but she didn't open it, luckily, so. It's her birthday present, don't tell her. With a printer that big, well, I mean, you can just take a normal box turtle and just build it bigger. Just modify a few things to take 5 kilogram spools. Just make the, why no open source? Several reasons. Namely the fact that it's in California, in San Francisco, in another country for me. So add those 3 things together, makes it expensive as shit. The Voron team doesn't have a booth there this year, so I can't get that. I can't, like, yeah. And unfortunately, I don't have enough YouTube cred to get invited. So between it being expensive as shit and would have to cost me to go, yeah. I would love to go. I had so much fun last year, but Yeah. If I was local or something, it would make more sense, but it's such a big event to go to. Just going there as a visitor, I would not be able to make it worth it. Yeah, it would just be a nightmare. Like last year, Prusa sponsored me to go. I with what they sponsored me for, I basically broke even. Basically everything I made off that trip was spent on the trip. Gotta get that PCP away. I'm trying to get a hold of them because I want to see if they want to do like a channel sponsorship, because that's the thing. I need to get like a proper, you know, Joel has it, Mandic has it now, where they have a sponsor for the channel that just every video has a sponsor tag. I'm trying to find something like that for the channel, but because it kind of sucks. I've been able to run the channel for the past like almost 3 years just fine off of community support. Just channel memberships, Patreon supporters, YouTube AdSense, and just you guys buying stuff with affiliate links in the odd sponsored video. It worked great, but like the last like year on YouTube has not been good for a lot of content creators in this kind of field, and we're all kind of hurting. So unfortunately, this little niche that was great during COVID, as much as saying something was great during COVID sounds weird, this little niche that was great during COVID has kind of disappeared. It doesn't help the demand and the interest in DIY 3D printers has kind of disappeared, or not disappeared, but it's nowhere near what it was like 3 years ago. So what about a sponsor Patreon tier? I mean, I have Patreon. I don't like gatekeeping content. Like every month we do a members only live stream, and next week there will be a members only live stream. Probably next Wednesday or Thursday. I can't remember, one day or the other. But yeah, like if you're a channel supporter or Patreon supporter, you do get videos early when I do them, and I am trying to get more videos done this year. That's one of the goals is, I've got a list. I'm working on a list of videos, so put it that way. Just trying to figure out what videos, because the videos my videos never do good. It sounds kind of bad to say it, but it's depressing as shit when I like made a goal this year to like, hey, I'm gonna put a video out every week. And I did that for like 3 or 4 months, and it did absolutely nothing for the channel. Spend like, you know, a couple days filming a video, editing it, putting it all together, put it out, it gets 5,000 views. Yeah. Don't even make off the AdSense to make minimum wage on a video. When you do compare the hours it took to make the video and what you made in AdSense, you're not even making minimum wage. It gets a little depressing. So, yeah. I think DIY is still booming. It is and it isn't. I know it's not, because I can see the amount of new people building Vorons. I can see like the rate of new Voron builds. I've talked to kit manufacturers. Demand has kind of leveled off. It used to be growth, and now it's either curling down or it's leveling off. So, and as somebody who builds a lot of kits, they don't get the views they used to. Google broke the algorithm. They didn't break the algorithm. They just turned the algorithm to shit. Like, let's see, what is trending on YouTube right now? According to YouTube, this is what's popular right now. Calogera sister Squid Game in real life. No idea who they are. Some guy who hid in a bunch of Mr. Beast videos. Who cares? A bunch of shitty shorts. Who cares? Indian and sports stuff on this page all the time. KSI, who cares? Nobody Lucas, nobody cares, exactly. A music video. Eminem. Channel 5. Channel 5 is pretty goated, not gonna lie. This guy, who I only know through memes. This guy who's a lowlife. I don't know, what's up with your face? Doug's cool. Golf, I guess? What's up with your face? What's up with your face? Oh, Cletus got a plane. I watched it. It was pretty cool. No idea. Like, this is what trends on YouTube now. No offense, slop. It's channels about rich people spending a lot of money to make dumb videos. You want to be a popular YouTuber? Be rich already. Do something really dumb but with a lot of production values and do face. So, chasing trends suck. I hate chasing trends because here's my biggest problem. This is why I don't like the algorithm in AI. It slopifies everything. I know we use the term slop too much. We overuse it nowadays. But what it's doing is basically taking the plethora of content out there and forcing it down a narrow window. And only stuff that goes down that narrow window gets popular. So people just keep doing what's popular in the narrow window. So what you're doing is you're basically taking this large gamut that you can make these little niches. But no, nobody bothers because there's no point, because there's no market anymore, because the algorithm just kills it. So it's like, it's the enshittification. Everything is becoming, what's the term? It's basically sanding off the edges of everything. It's sanding the edges off of everything. So it's like, everything is the same. It's annoying. I don't like it. So anyways, we got to end the stream. I got to do a giveaway, and then I got to make lunch for the family. So if you did not enter for your chance to win some polymaker filament, you'll have another chance on Friday. 2 sheet. Let's pull this up here. Copy, paste, 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 paste. Close this. Why I gotta restart this. This computer is getting a little borky. I gotta restart it. File, save, and open marbles. Found the ball. Post it in the Discord. I will take a look after. Face inside of a Voron. Dude, the thumbnail for this one is gonna be me sitting in this machine. As long as I don't break the bed. Can you switch to top view cam? Woo, look at it go. We're waiting on marbles to launch. Launching, running script. Oh, I think Steam had an update. Everything's got to reinstall. It's distributable. Got to do more game streaming. I'm trying to do the Twitch stuff more. Well, either tomorrow if I have time after Costco, or Thursday we'll do a Twitch stream. We got to finish that Gundam up. So we'll do that, and then we'll see. The problem is, like, the time I would do it, it's usually I'm doing family stuff. Like, that's the thing. So, but the little guy's done his soccer for the year, so I have a little bit more time. So, come on, marbles. Why don't you want to launch, marbles? Come on, marbles. Marbles. Come on, marbles. Come on. Marbles is borked. Do I gotta restart Steam? Library, yeah, come on. Launch marbles. I think marbles is broken. Okay, let me exit Steam. Okay, let's try this again. Did I mention the VFD? Oh shoot, did I? I think I did. If I didn't, by the way, be careful. If you have a VFD on a Milo or any other knockoff, like off-brand Chinese VFD, be careful. One caught fire. Let me find it here. I think I mentioned it if I didn't mention, I can't remember if I mentioned it on the Discord or in a voice chat, whatever. But yeah. Somebody's knockoff, or not knockoff, random Chinese VFD caught fire in a Milo, but it wasn't from a kit. This isn't like an LDO kit or anything like that. It's like, I think they self-sourced it, but yeah. So just be aware if you're running like off-brand electronics. Just keep an eye on it. Nobody has burned their house down building a Voron yet, and I would like it to keep it that way. Dang it, I hate when it does this. 1 second. Doesn't copy all the names over. Control A, delete, Control V, file save, clear, open. Okay. There we go. All right, how many names was that? 277. Okay, finish. Bots. 277. Play. There we go. Yep, VFD, variable frequency driver? Driver. It's basically the thing that makes a spindle go burr. I got a hair in my mouth, one second. Yeah, there we go. Beard hair is the worst to get in your mouth. Okay, how this works, if you win, you get a spool filament polymaker, but if I pick your ball, this ball right here, it's a lonely ball, it's the luckiest ball in the world. If you win, you get a free hat. Sabrina, good luck, Sabrina. Super Saiyan 1 Gohan 13 in the lead. Exclamation mark Zoom Zoom makes your ball go faster. Exclamation mark Gullible makes everyone else go slower. And if you like the smash button or subscribe to the channel and ring the bell, it actually greases your ball up and makes it go even faster. You're in the lead? No, you're not. You're dead. Ryan Gill in the lead. Takes single phase and chops it up into... Does that mean you could run a spindle without needing a VFD? Well, yeah, I guess you don't need a VFD on a Bridgeport, right? Like a proper Bridgeport plugged into 3-phase doesn't need a VFD. You just plug it in. Ryan, you're losing all your momentum. Rose is gonna steal. Oh, Rose! That was sneaky. Rose is in the lead. It's yours to lose, Rose. It is yours to lose. It's all going to be about momentum now. If you keep your momentum, you might have this. Unless this is one of those ones that has like a tricky end. Oh, come on, Rose. Come on, Rose. You might have it unless somebody snipes it. Ta-da! Star Rose 3 with the win. Congratulations. Rigged. By the way, the spamming in chat does absolutely nothing. They're not tied at all. Like this isn't Twitch. Congratulations, Rose. You have won yourself a spool of filament from Polymaker. You will get an email from me after the stream ends with information on how to collect your filament from Polymaker. So golf claps in chat. Golf claps in chat. Okay, so we're gonna call it there. I will, if I have time tomorrow after Costco. If not Thursday afternoon, we will do a Twitch stream. So if you're not following me on the Twitch channel, find me on Twitch, Neuro3D on Twitch. Well, we got to finish building a Gundam, a little one, because I'm working on printing a big one. Although I've taken a few days from printing because I just want everything to cool down. It's been so bloody hot in the house because of all the printing. So we have that. What else? I will post a picture of the big print when it's done printing. So follow me on Twitter and Blue Sky, and if you're not on Discord, join the Discord, link in the description. Shout out to, this isn't a part of the build series, but shout out to Fizek for this kit. I'll try to get an affiliate link for it. I feel this kit at, if you want my basic TLDR, if you came up to me like, I want big dumb printer, 500 millimeters or bigger, between this, a rat rig, and an orange storm, I will flip-flop between the rat rig and this, depending on how much you want to spend and what your skill level is. I think the rat rig will probably have a better building experience, but you get a little bit more printer for your money with this. The Orange Storm, unless you really need 800 millimeters, I think this is a much better buy than the Orange Storm. So I'll look about getting an affiliate link for those that want to buy it and support the channel. Shout out to Polymaker for the spool we gave away this stream and every stream. Links for all of them and more in the links in the description. Go check out, I've updated the links for the affiliates. I've got some new ones in there. You don't have to buy anything now, just click all the links, and that way if you do eventually buy something, it actually counts towards the channel, because cookies. And then also for those that join the channel, gifted memberships to others to become members of the channel yourself, I thank you. Would not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create without your continued support. You make it all possible. I'm Taylor, the Canuck creator. Enjoy the rest of your week. Be safe out there, wash your hands, and I will see you in the future. Good night.